Kal Halayim La Yahal Bashem Yahal Shai Bahasham No Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, peace, blessings, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahal Bashem Yahal Shai. So I like to use this Bible app. It's Open Bible Info. What does the Bible say about? And you just ask questions. So we're going to go through the word neighbor. Matthew 7:12. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets. You know, that's when we explain to you, when the prophet gets into explaining what something is, it's so that you can understand it. You know, like a cook will make something for you to eat, and you'll like it because it was prepared to your taste, right? But what if, let's say you were eating steak and potatoes and something simple, but it was in its raw form. You know, it was a fucking cow, uncut meat, still bleeding, fucking potatoes with dirt on it. And if it was unprepared, you wouldn't like it. So when we try to explain what a neighbor is, that's your brother. You know, I'm gonna hit this stop in the scripture. And today I woke up thinking it was camp day. Leviticus 19:18, you shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the sons of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself, and I am the Lord. So I'm explaining, because at that time, when the book of Leviticus was being explained, or the scroll was being read to the people, it was for the priest at that time. So we were together. It was for the tribe of Levi, and we were together. So they would explain things to Issachar, Benjamin. So they would explain things to all the tribes because we were together. So, you know, that's why we're brothers. And that's why you say your neighbor is your brother, or love thy neighbor. And I really woke up thinking today was camp. That is a beautiful feeling. I was excited. Well, I still am. Because camp will be tomorrow. I was even going to text the brother. Hey, what time, man? 5? So it's a beautiful thing to love your neighbor as your brother. But today we're living in a place where there's different kind of looking folks. But just because they look different doesn't mean they're not your brother, right? So you could be living next to some Irish folks, and you'll be thinking, look at these crackers. But then you'll have a conversation with one of them, and you'll be like, what the fuck? These guys are cool as fuck. And then you start rethinking the situation. And then you'll be like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, because Irish folks is niggas. I have a friend named Brendan. I ain't gonna say his last name, but he works with us in the company. He's an IT tech. That guy's pretty smart, and he shoots the shit, talks some kinds of gangster shit. So you gotta evaluate the situation and remember the scriptures. but he would be your enemy. And like the scripture says, you know, Esau hates. Esau hates you with a passion. So it definitely won't be your brother. It won't be acting like your brother. Keep spilling my coffee. But you know that there is folks out there that are your brothers. So, and it's hard to talk to them and explain to them, you know, hey, you're an Israelite, so you keep that under wraps, and you lead by example. And the example I lead by is, if I'm there, I'm working hard, and we're getting shit done. That's how we built those pyramids. That's how we built the temples. Shit, when we were building the temples, we had a sword in one hand and a tool in the other. That's what we're doing right now. We got the Bible, which is our spiritual sword, and we have our tools that we use, because I work with a bunch of damn tools. We do stucco sometimes. We do all kinds of inside stuff. We do mechanical ventilation. It gets nitty and gritty. This is James 2:8. If you really fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. You are doing well. You gotta love them, your folks, I guess. Especially, I say I guess because the 2/3 are your folks too, but you know, they ain't cool. But your brothers, the ones you camp with, and the other people that are decent, you know, and then you find out they're from the tribes, you know, you gotta give them a chance. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.